Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing well, especially during this wonderful time of the semester. I know there's a lot going on in terms of probably midterms and projects and so forth. But I have about 4 to 5 things I wanted to address with you, and about two or three things, actually 2 things I'm really excited about. And then the other things I just wanted to bring to your attention, just in case if you have any issues. So first things first, the fun thing that I came across. Today I went to school just to find out other options to ensure that I'm receiving everyone's email. As I mentioned from the first week or the first day of class, I had mentioned do not send me any emails through Blackboard. So come to my surprise, something just told me, let me just check Blackboard to see what's going on, just in case if someone did send me something by email. And unfortunately, I was shocked to see that there were a numerous amount of emails, and I, again, did disclose that from day one. I also gave an alternative in terms of the, or not my alternative, but the primary email address that I wanted you to use, which was cbentham@valenciacollege.edu. However, I found out today, which is why I'm really excited and I couldn't wait to tell you the great news. There is a feature that was presented to me today in terms of sending an email, or having students to send me an email which goes directly to my Atlas email and hence also goes to my cell phone. Okay, so I wanted to quickly show you where it's located. So this is the teacher version in terms of Blackboard. So there's certain things that are hidden. So for example, the course mail, there is a slash right here because I hid it from you. Okay, so that way you no longer send me an email straight to Blackboard. Okay, I created an alternative email where you no longer have to go to your own personal email site to send me an email. You can go here, and this email feature goes straight to my Atlas email, and again, which connects to my cell phone. So you have something similar right here, okay? And all you have to do, okay, is select single select users. So when you select that, and I cannot select it right now because then it will show all of my students, and by law I cannot do that. So if you select this, you will see my name, and you'll use the same format in terms of sending me an email. Okay, you just select my name and so forth, and compose your email, and that's it. Okay, so I couldn't wait to show you this feature. So, and I'm sorry for all the announcements, but I wanted to make sure that we have constant communication. All right, so the second thing I wanted to address to you, I'm going to step away from the email, and I wanted to address the Connect assignments. So my face-to-face students are also using Connect, and they have shared with me, because they do a substantial amount of work in my class and also with Connect assignments, that it's kind of overwhelming. And this is the college's first time using it at the West Campus. Other professors find it great, and but I mean, I always value my students' feedback. So from their feedback, it tends to be, for some students, kind of overwhelming. There's a whole big process. They're not really sure if they're doing well, and after a while there's just a glazed look on their faces from what they shared with me, which is understandable. So I gave them an alternative assignment, and after looking at many of the completion rates from the Connect assignments in this class, I'm assuming that some of you are encompassing the same thing. Okay, because many of you are doing the discussion, and you guys are doing very well with that, being consistent in regards to it, even your essays. So I'm like, what's going on in terms of Connect? And I'm thinking that you're in the same boat, okay, in the same situation as my face-to-face students. So if you choose to no longer do the Connect assignments. If you find it to be overwhelming, it's too time consuming, you have 4 jobs, children, and all that good stuff, or it's just a lot, I'm going to give you an alternative, okay? But you need to send me an email saying, I want to hear at least from a majority of you that you are in agreement, because I don't want to waste time. If I find that many of you love the Connect, you're all for it, and so forth, then so be it. Again, face-to-face is different from online. So if you love the Connect assignments, I will gladly just leave it as is, but I will take extra time out of my schedule to connect the alternative assignments, which is perfectly okay, but I need to find out from many of you, at least by Saturday, or Sunday, actually. I'll give you until Sunday just to verify with me that you would prefer an alternative assignment, okay? And you will see that appearing over here under Connect assignments, or actually below, because I'm going to put it in alphabetical order. I will have alternative assignments similar to what I do with my face-to-face students. So let me show you what that will look like, okay? There is no money that you have to dispense. It's for free. Keyword is free. Okay, so you would have to create an account, okay, and this is the web address, by the way, and I'll have that provided for you too. It's www.talentsandpress.net. So if you want to just quickly sign up and you're like, Ms. Bentham, I'm all for it, then so be it. Okay, so you create an account. You would select, of course, student. It's kind of common sense, but you never know. So, of course, you would go through the motions in terms of creating your account. Then you would do the sign-in. Then there's the password. And then you would select your teacher. This is really important. So select your professor, okay, which is me, Claudine Bentham. And I would type all that information, but I already have an account, so I can't do that. The subscription, you do not have to worry. You just select no. It's going to ask you, are you going to use your access code? You select no because you're using the free version. And then you would be finished after that, okay? So it's just really straightforward. It should not be difficult at all, okay? Students can register on their own. My face-to-face students have done it in the past for just a regular reading class, okay? Now, after you have completed your account, I'm going to show you what it will look like. All right. So once you have completed the sign-up, okay, and again, you do not have an access code, so if you do not have one, of course you don't have one. So just make sure you select no, and then you would just continue on to the other thing. So this is what I was talking about earlier in terms of subscription. If you want additional features, you'd use an access code. But again, we're not paying for this. We're using the cheap route. Okay. So anyway, you would go to Practice Lab real quickly. You sign in, hit log me out. I created a student account already. Okay, and voila, this is what it would look like. All right, now do not worry about this. This is for my reading students. Okay, do not worry about where it says reading books. The key clue would be the clue that indicates this is pertaining to our reading and writing class is where you see reading, writing, and grammar. I'm just saying, and I will have instructions, of course. And I just want to quickly show you what it looks like, okay, in terms of the assignments. So you have a couple of exercises pertaining to main ideas, supporting details, main ideas in writing, and it emulates more or less what you have seen within the Connect assignments, okay, in terms of the title, the content. But it's just student friendlier in terms of using, and you don't have to dispense 2 to 3 hours, okay. So I'm just going to select main ideas in reading, and you'd have something brief like this. You would respond to it and then proceed on to the next questions. And then afterwards, it will tell you whether or not you selected the correct information, and then it'll give you your grade. So there are about 10 questions per activity. 10 questions is really simple. It's not as time consuming as the Connect assignments. The scores, what I have my students right now doing is just copying and pasting their scores. So they would come to that particular page. You can also do a screenshot. My students are very savvy. They taught me about screenshotting and so forth. So you would copy and paste onto Microsoft Word and submit it to me. But again, I will give you specific instructions like I gave to my face-to-face students, okay? All right. And I'm just going to go back real quickly. Again, I don't want to have a lengthy video for you because I know you guys don't have time to watch a lengthy video. But English Essentials, this is another one that you will be working from. Okay, and some of the activities, such as parallelism, that's one of the things that's upcoming. Run-ons. So as you can see, the content is similar to, you know, the Connect assignments, and you just have to do, I would be assigning you 2 per section, okay, and that again 2 per section from similar to what you see in Connect. So you will not have to do every single thing. It's just more or less what you see here is what I will be assigning on the Talent Impress activities, okay? All right, and last but not least, or actually 2 more things. The last one is very brief. All right, so I have to log back in to Atlas. Let me just back up a little bit. I wanted to go over the net tutoring because, like I saw from the several emails that I received, some of you were confused about the network or the net tutor. Okay, let me just quickly log in. And mine is slightly different from yours, but you would just have, I think, and I know all of you have courses, so you would select courses. And then on this page, as you can see, it gives you the list of the tutoring options or resources that Valencia provides you. Okay, so in this case, online tutoring right here. Okay, and you would select online writing lab. It gives you the information in terms of paper submission, the live tutoring. So for example, Glenn is doing the live tutoring, okay? And there's a Q&A, and then they have the uploading your paper for review, okay? And once you have that completed, you would then submit, after making the corrections and so forth, you would then submit it to me via SafeAssign. Okay, so just make sure you keep that in mind. And again, I'm just addressing some of the questions that were sent to me. I only had one person that actually emailed me to my Atlas email regarding that. So, and I had responded to that individual a long time ago. All right, the last thing is paraphrasing. Someone had noted in terms of paraphrasing, if you were never really taught paraphrasing, and there should have been a lesson, and I completely agree with you. I'm just following the competencies in terms of what I should be teaching for this course, and normally I do teach my ENC face-to-face students this, so I will be generating a lesson on paraphrasing. It's a little bit similar to what I do with my face-to-face class, just to give them a brief demo. So I am very much willing to do that for you guys as well. But you better make sure you watch my videos, because again, I am a student. I have 4 kids. We all have jobs here, so it is very time consuming, and it's disappointing when students do not watch the videos or nor complete all the assignments, and you're putting forth all that effort. So if you have any questions or concerns, please email me. And again, you have a direct connect to me. There are no excuses whatsoever right here, okay? And be mindful of the fact that, during the weekend especially, I do spend time with my family. I do have homework to do myself, so I'm not always going to be on the phone or on the computer 24/7. So just please be mindful of that. And I'll be finishing up with your grades this weekend. Again, I grade every other weekend or every other week, more or less, because I have other classes to grade as well. So just be patient and please look for your essays. I started grading your essays already, so many of you have received feedback, and just wait until the end of this weekend, and the essays should be completed entirely in terms of grading. All right, enjoy your weekend, ladies and gentlemen.